Hey guys, welcome back to Insight Tennis Tour Stroke Series. My name is Rick Oldroyd. I'm the president and founder of Insight Tennis. I'm also the head pro. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about the return of serve and specifically some footwork with regards to the return of serve. I've done a couple of videos on the return of serve a month or so ago, and I've gotten some requests to talk about footwork and footwork patterns. So today we want to do that. And first and foremost, I want to talk about something that I believe is very, very deceiving in terms of watching the tour players. And again, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I'm a big believer that things at the tour level just happen too fast and the naked eye just simply cannot pick up the truth, and so there's a lot of misinformation and perhaps even misinterpretation out there. And this is also true with the return of serve. So what we want to talk about today is specific footwork on the return of serve, and we want to dispel a myth that you might have either heard or you might even believe yourself. So with regards to the return of serve, a couple of things that we want to be mindful of when we're ready to return serve. Clearly, we want to have our forehand grip on our right hand. If we're a two-handed player, we're going to have our left hand on the racket. If you're a one-handed player, it would be up here on the throat of the racket. But one of the first things that we want to look at is a good, nice, wide base, wide stance. If you watch Djokovic before he gets ready to return serve, you're going to see this. I mean, he's really down, squats his feet are very, very wide, much wider than his shoulders. Okay, this gives him a really good base, a good solid base to work from. Now, I want to talk about one of the myths. It's widely believed that when the tour players hit a return, that they actually step across with their left leg. So let me show you what I mean by that. So the hip and shoulder rotation happens here, which I do advocate. That's exactly what happens at the tour level. But a lot of people think that they step with their left foot and then hit and then come around with their right foot. When in reality, they actually do not do this. And the reason why it's so deceiving is because they push off with the right and land on the left, but they've actually hit the ball before they land. So what do I mean by that? So for example, if I'm here and I'm ready to return my serve, and I can see that the ball is going to be an out wide serve, what I want to do now is I'm going to have my good hip and shoulder rotation, right? And I'm now loaded on this right foot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push off of my right and hit and land on my left, and then come down again on my right. Now I'm there and I'm ready. I can react back or respond back or recover, if you will, back to the middle of the court. So once again, this is a big myth. A lot of times, here's what a lot of people think, that they're here and they're going to step across and hit and then come through. And actually, that's just an extra step that, first of all, we don't need. Secondly, it is going to hinder the recovery process because you actually have to step back across with your left foot before you can actually recover. So what we want to do is keep it simple. Less is more. You've heard me talk about this many, many times. All right, so I'm here, I'm ready. The return comes, hip and shoulder rotation. I'm going to push off my right, land on my left, and then let my right foot come around. Now notice that after I've hit, now I'm in a good balanced position. I can recover back to the middle of the court quickly for the next shot. Okay? Now, so next time you're out there, think about, on the return, the key things are nice wide base, and obviously the other pattern we're going to talk about in another video is just before your opponent hits the ball. There's different variations, but all of the pros land with both feet, or if they're like this and the ball is hit, they do a ready hop. Okay, but what that does is it sets them so they can go either direction, either here or here. Okay, now we're going to get into the details of that a little bit more in another video. But for this video, I want you to think about pushing off of this right leg and landing on the left leg and then the right leg. So here's the footwork pattern again. So the ball is, I'm ready, the ball comes to my forehand, I'm a hip and shoulder rotation. Notice I'm loaded on this right side. I'm gonna push off of my right leg, hit the ball, and land on my left leg, okay? Try that next time you're out there. You'll get to the ball quicker, you'll have less steps, you'll be more consistent, and obviously that's the key here in this game. Less is more. If we reduce the variables, consistency has to be affected and must go up. That's the key to playing better tennis and more consistent tennis. If you like this video, please click the link below. Subscribe to our channel, Insight Tennis. Also visit the website, insighttennis.com, and sign up for the podcast that will be upcoming, as well as the newsletter and the blog. All of these things are in process right now, and we'll be launching them soon. So please, if you want to be involved, sign up for those, leave your email address, and we'll make sure and notify you on the launch dates and what's going to happen. Would love to have you involved if you'd like to be involved with any of those things. Once again, like the video if you like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you for your time. We'll see you out there on the court.